everyone, welcome back! It has been a long time coming, but we're back here in Eorzea, but we're about to continue on with the main scenario quest from Death Unto Dawn Part 1, and I cannot wait. So we're back in the Rising Stones, and I got a little bit tired of all the darkness here, so I decided to give Claire a little bit of a brighter attire for this particular set of quests. So, the first quest we have here is called Onto the Breach. Alize is waiting patiently for the return of certain Scions, not least of all, you. So it looks like we're heading straight into a cutscene. Good news, Claire. Thancred and Urianger have finished the tour of Garlemald and are on their way back here even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance, I am hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh? Good to see that they made it back in one piece. Can't wait to see what they have to say. Ah, welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alize, Graha, and Claire, but I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. As you will also have heard, though, it hasn't all been tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step forward to finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back, though I can't help noticing that you're one Urianger short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? Well, I couldn't lose him if I tried, and I did try, repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in El Amigo to apprise Reborn and the others of how the lands lie in Garlemald. Then mayhap you would do the same for us. Indeed, it's just as Lee said. Worse, in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva and the Irid, however, were notable by their absence. Might they admit their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Perhaps, or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working their day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform it. What do you mean by that? Transform it? Into what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Urianger, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised from the manipulation of ether in mind. Magitech, in other words. Yet as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working with nary a word exchange between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed, or tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. If Fandaniel could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Garlemald? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Well, be sure to save some for Urianger. Which reminds me, I have a message from El Amigo. Reborn is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he requested our presence. Then why not leave that to us? You must be weary from your mission. No, I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter, as I promised Cryo. We need not all attend. Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to El Amigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we have to speak with Urianger before the meeting. Interesting. I'm suddenly reminded of the Endwalker trailer where we see Fandaniel going through that strange tower. If you are curious to know what I will be doing in your absence, let us speak of it another time. At present, Kryl and I have no more than a hypothesis. That can't be good. That's never really good. Oh well. So at least we have an idea of what it's all going to look like because of the trailer and everything from Endwalkers. And yeah, I think I kinda know what kind of decor they have decorating that place from here on out. And that's not gonna be fun to see. Oh, but I can't wait. I really want to know. I really want some answers here, and I'm hoping that we'll get some answers. I know that they'll be saving the bigger surprises and everything for Endwalker, but still. Can't wait to see what they have to do. Okay, so we're back in Alamigo. Where is everybody? Oh no, not the stupid lag again. Yeah, I had to go to work first thing this morning, so I couldn't really... I guess that everyone has to wait until evening to play. There we go. Okay, there's one. Where's everyone else? There's Thancred. Although I was only in the Revenant's Toll for a short while, I did manage to squeeze in a brief drink with Flamine. Spring water only. It was but a flying visit. I wonder if there has been any developments regarding the Almaja abductions. It'd be no coincidence that the incidents began occurring just as the towers first appeared. And there's Alphino. While we may safely assume that the Telophori are behind the works being carried out on the Imperial Palace, we can only guess at their purpose. And there's Alize. Where's Alize? Okay, there she is. The Royal Menagerie is still closed to civilians. Fandaniel and his pet certainly left their mark. Darn it. I like going there. My friends, much and more have I heard of your travelers in our absence. Heartened am I to see you all hale and whole. As we are to see you safely return from your mission, Urianger, I trust Thancred made you feel welcome? Well, if it isn't Alphino and his merry band. I'm guessing at the voice. Oh, hello there. Arnvald, whatever are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you'd be away on a mission. And who's to say they ain't part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you looking so similar. I thought you'd have grown a bit taller after a whole year in another world, but apparently not. Well, I am sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged, as you are well aware. And may I remind you that we Elizin are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even a great Auroch such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. Aye, 'twas not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions, though Moonbrita towered over me nonetheless. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Arnvald brings out the best in Alphino, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease at each other's company. It's almost endearing. So, what exactly brings you here? Oh, Flodola mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Set out? Wait, does this have something to do with the towers? Eh? What gave you that impression? Actually, tell me later. You've got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, alright? He's definitely hiding something. If Flodola is going with him, that must mean... My apologies. As Arnvald rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let's be about it. Interesting. I noticed how in the last patch we had a lot to do with Alize, so that was like a lot of character development for her, and now we seem to be focusing a lot more on Alphino here. Though I find it so hard on Urianger. They are constantly poking fun at him. So let's see what they have to say.
Ere we begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
Theatrics. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Telophoroid's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandaniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar, and that was the last thing they remembered. But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers. Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first. Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
What?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
That can't be good. It really can't be good. I'm a little surprised at how much the Alphanos is really upset about this. Because, I mean, sure, we spent some time with Arenvold before, like back in Stormblood, but I mean, it's been a year since they last spoke. They probably have a lot to catch up on, and I don't know. It just feels a little... I don't know. Never mind. Except that numbers can prove a hindrance when infiltrating enemy territory, but to send only 2? If it's small talk you're after, look elsewhere. Now that it's out in the open, I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamoldva and Vamar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
And you, Fudola? Is this what you want?
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Aldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
So the Empire's finished, is it? Well, that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat. And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head! I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
Oh my god, that is so cute!
If you've finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Pagalthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way. Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a Scion's lot in life. Take care, eh? It means a lot, you know. You coming with me.
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light, or Alphino for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime. No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try. They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both. While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
Ah, bloody thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru. I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian. And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut. But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
Yay! We get to go and see Estinian! I missed the Dragoon. I can't wait to see what he's been up to. Ooh, and if we're going to Ishgard, I wonder why. Because I'm sure that it's like a stepping stone in order to reach Tiamat. I know that we're going to be seeing her again somewhere. Alright, well, I think that's enough to be getting on with for right now. I got some things I need to do real quick, so I'm just going to call it here for the time being. But thank you all so much for watching. We seem to be off to a good start here in Death Unto Dawn, so yeah, I can't wait to see what comes up next. So until next time, everyone, take care, and I'll be back as soon as I can. Bye!